Hello and welcome back to Fujitsu Forum TV. Fujitsu Forum 18 is well underway this morning. 12,500 business leaders travelling from a staggering 80 countries have descended on us in Munich. They've come to understand about the latest problems and challenges that are impacting business and society. One of the key solutions delivering on those challenges is co-creation for success, the theme of Fujitsu Forum 2018. Also the topic that's going to be in the opening keynote with President Tanaka and Duncan Tate at 11 AM this morning. You'll be able to see that live on Fujitsu Forum TV. Co-creation is all about the collaboration around a common challenge. Epitomising this, our partners Veritas, thank you for joining us this morning. And Harold, you're the Director of Strategic Alliances at Veritas. I know you've been working with Fujitsu for many years as a business, Veritas. I guess it's no understatement to say there's been a huge explosion of data in recent years. I imagine for a CIO, he's got a tough job at the moment, or she has a tough job at the moment. There's a lot on their radar, is there not?
That's absolutely on the radar. So if you're a Chief Information Officer, you have to manage quite a complex situation, right? So I mean, there is really a, let's say, new currency in the age of digitalization, which is the data at the end. But it's not just the data. You have to manage pretty complex and heterogeneous environments, starting from on-prem to multi-cloud environments even. That's precisely where a lot of obligations are based on your shoulders. You need to make sure that the data is available, that the applications are running, that the business is running. So that means in addition to regulatory compliance, things like GDPR, which adds an additional layer of complexity, there's quite a lot of things you have to do and to take care as a Chief Information Officer.
Why has there been this increased focus? Is it all down to GDPR? Is there a wider agenda?
No, it's coming back basically to digitalization. So what we learn as Fujitsu and Veritas as well is our customers, the usual enterprises, they are on a journey. Yeah? So they are really transforming their business from a traditional business into more digitalized business. And that of course brings with it the amount of data being created is really increasing, and the value of data is becoming more and more important. That's also an example why trends like learning out of the data, machine learning, artificial intelligence is so important, not just to Fujitsu and us, most important to our customers.
I guess with the increased flow of data, two issues, as you rightly say, how do we unlock the potential of that data? But I imagine security, likes of ransomware, that's got to cause boardrooms a few headaches, surely.
Absolutely. I mean, attacks are happening every second. As we speak, there's a continuous fight around there. There's a lot of bad guys, and it's unfortunately, security companies can show it to you, it's a big business. Yeah, so that means their interest is make money out of damaging you, damaging your infrastructure, damaging your IT, damaging or destroying your data. And really that comes back to you have to have a proper management of the information and the data layer in place. And that pretty simple comes back to a fundamental, let's say, clever, smart strategy for backup and recovery of your data, because the data is most probably the most important asset every enterprise has.
We have a security interview 5:30 PM tomorrow.
Right.
Off air, I was talking to the security team. I had no idea. $610 billion lost annually to cybercrime at the moment. So
Correct.
If you're a CEO, you really cannot afford to miss that interview tomorrow. But okay, so there's risk to data. We need to be more secure. But there's real opportunity from data as well, isn't there? There are great things that we can be doing with data to drive our businesses forward.
Absolutely, Collins. So there is a value in the data. So in the digitalization, you create more and more data. The data itself is passive, but you can really create active value and amount of business and maybe even new business ideas out of the existing asset you have in your enterprise, which is the data. So for that, it is very important that you understand your data. So it doesn't matter where the data resides, on-prem, cloud, service providers, wherever it resides, you need to keep the overview and the insight on the data. The better you understand your data, it's pretty simple, the rule, the better you can exploit and accelerate it. And that means then you can generate value out of the data. This is the one dimension, but there is a second dimension. A proper data management, having that in place, provides also, from cost efficiency point of view, the chance to really reduce the cost, to increase productivity, increase efficiency, and to stay compliant.
Do you think boardrooms are discussing this enough, or are they leaving this to the CIO and the CTO? Is the CEO getting involved in these conversations enough? Because this sounds like it's a key part of future business.
Yeah. So we see more and more that we follow different sales approaches, pretty simple, because at the end of the day, a lot of decisions are no longer taken just by the CIO or typical IT department or IT decision makers. It's more and more that the business departments take the leadership role and really influence at least decisions, because they have the need for speed up to bring new business to market or keep business alive. So that means there is really a shift from IT decision makers towards business decision makers we see at the market.
Veritas are one of Fujitsu's partners, and we're delighted you can be here today. Could you tell us a bit more about the relationship between Fujitsu and Veritas and how you've been partnering? Because it's a long-standing relationship, as you were explaining a few moments ago.
Absolutely right, Colin. So the partnership even dated back till 1992. So it's pretty long-lasting even in the IT industry. It's a proven point on the other side and underlines, let's say, the quality of the alliance between Veritas and Fujitsu. So there is a deep relationship also on engineering levels, and that's exactly where the value to our customers is coming in, because the integration solutions we provide together, Fujitsu and Veritas, to our customers is very well integrated, it's tested, it's proven, it's scalable. Yeah? And that is mainly the areas along, let's say, enterprise and data center space in cloud services when it comes to data protection, information and data management, and accessibility and high availability of data.
Various guises of data has been a topic at Fujitsu Forum. Unified data is a topic we're going to hear a lot about over the next 2 days. How can organizations future-proof their unified data strategy?
If I would look for on a vendor, there's 3 tips actually I have to every one of you. So I would look for a vendor who is following more a holistic approach rather than best of breed, because the landscape is already complex enough. So that means you need to simplify whenever it's possible, and that's better to have less vendors providing better capabilities. The second tip I would have is you should definitely follow vendors who are very innovative and financial stable, so more than market leaders. So that means to do more with less partners or customers, and that means at the end of the day, Fujitsu and Veritas are proven that we are very innovative companies. And the number 3 is very important in my eyes because of the complexity of the ecosystem. Partnerships becoming more and more into consideration because no one can solve every problem. That means an alliance like a very established alliance between Fujitsu and Veritas is really helping you, because together we are stronger.
Is that what makes the partnership between Fujitsu and Veritas so special? Because you're right, I mean, it's an astonishing amount of time to be thriving and delivering impact. It's going to be going for many more years. Why is it just so special?
Yeah. So I'll use an abbreviation for that, CRIVE. It's consistency, reliability, integration, and value. Consistency means our solutions are very well integrated. They help customers to standardize solutions, to really simplify the management. Reliability, it's the combination of really world-class and leading products of Fujitsu with the world-class and leading software solutions Veritas has. They are well integrated, number 3. And the value, in addition, we can help together our customers to reduce cost, to increase efficiency, increase productivity, and to stay compliant.
Thank you very much. Harold Derb, Strategic Alliance Director at Veritas. It's a wonderful relationship. It's going to be going for many, many more years. If you've got any questions for Harold and his team, you want to understand what Veritas are doing and how Fujitsu and Veritas have been working together, do get in contact over social. We'll facilitate an introduction. There's still plenty more to come from Fujitsu Forum TV today. 11 o'clock this morning. Co-creation for success is the theme of the opening keynote. President Tanaka and Duncan Tate, the EMEA head of region, take to stage. They'll be talking about a lot of what Harold's just discussed, the importance of co-creation, collaborating for success and delivering innovative, reliable solutions that make tangible business impact. There's plenty more to come from Fujitsu Forum TV. Stay with us. We'll be back live. 10 o'clock is our next interview. See you in about 20 minutes.